Hey, greetings, Leo. This is me here with your March 2021 general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, yada, yada, yada. Description box below, you'll find information about the cards I'm using today, as well as how to book a one-on-one session with me, as well as information about my new tarot course for all you aspiring readers out there. So let's hop into it. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards just to get us going, and then we'll hop into the tarot. So yeah, let's see what we got for you this month. All right, so empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. Oh, those two go hand in hand pretty well. And freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So I feel like there's some type of bending of the rules here, or at least what you once knew to be true, or the truth, or the way to move through something, right? And the more that you open up to certain perspectives, the less restrictive or tense a situation in your life becomes. Because maybe you've been kind of closed off. Here we have the trust card. Yeah, empathy and trust. Oh, I love that. So it's like by being able to better connect with the world around you, you're able to trust in it more. Stormy with growth, because things have been difficult, you know. And sometimes we just have to surrender and trust in those spaces to recognize how we sometimes create more chaos in a situation than what is actually meant, than how it's actually meant to be, if that makes sense. And then water with freedom. I really like that. It's like this cleansing of sorts. Really kind of knowing how our emotions aren't there to warn us, but to remind us of certain things. Because sometimes we'll feel similar emotions to different times in our life. And it's like, well, what did we learn, or how did we move through those times? And sometimes that's an emotional cue to look back, to review that situation, and like, what happened? What was the outcome? Did some divine solution come in? Did you work your way through it? Were you making up stories in your mind? But just like whatever emotional resonance, like how you're feeling holds, check in and be like, okay, when was the last time I felt like this? And was it a similar situation? Was it something different? How can I create the connections here to really build my awareness and my experience, and what I'm getting deja vu in things that have happened or have kind of been meant to be in order to prepare me for this space. So let's pull some tarot and see what else we've got here. Ooh. We have the High Priestess here with trust. I think that's beautiful. We have that. Ooh, okay. We have the Hierophant. I feel like some things are kind of falling away here. Maybe some beliefs. Maybe there was a test of faith that recently occurred. And we have the Strength card. Okay. With freedom. I think that is absolutely amazing. It almost seems, it's interesting because this Hierophant is wedged between these two feminine archetypes, and they're both kind of facing him but not giving him direct eye contact. And I feel like there's something that you have yet to really examine. Something that you have been keeping your attention away from. I also know that it's tax season, and sometimes when it comes to taxes, we don't actually want to focus, it's like, so maybe there's something that you just like have to do, something, that's very mundane and everyday, and it seems like maybe it's something having to do with the government or some type of legal thing, something that is a requirement, but like just not feeling prepared to deal with it. And it could have to be with some of the beliefs that you've carried or the ways in which you've witnessed other people's experience of this space, or even your own experience of this space. And it's like, has it ever really been that bad, right? And if you continue to not look at it or give attention to it, that doesn't mean it goes away. That sometimes means it can be more chaotic. And especially if you've already invested some type of stressful or chaotic energy into it, are you just going to leave it be and like not watch it and like not tend to it and resolve it and bring it to balance in some way? Because that's how the more catastrophic tower moments occur. It's like, oh, that came out of nowhere. It's like, no, it really didn't. It's just like, you weren't paying attention. You weren't being mindful of some of the things that need your attention, right? So let's see. And I get it. Like, sometimes we just don't have the spoons for it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it seems like too much, but it's like, if it's a way you can just handle a little bit each day, then you got it, you know? Like, get ahead of the work somehow, if possible. All right. So here we have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck again. So I'm going to pull that to the side. All right. You know, it's like you put a lot on the line. You put a lot on the line here. You put in a lot of hard work, and it's just like, it's this one thing sticking in your craw that it's like you got to do, and you're just not there yet. And maybe it's because it's unclear, it feels heavy. You're allowing it to feel heavy. You're allowing it to kind of confuse and interfere with other things because that energy is just underlying, kind of across the board, right? It's allowing you to feel a little bit powerless and hopeless. You're trying to make up for things in other areas because you're not giving it your attention. You can bring things into balance by just giving whatever it is your attention. It's like, you've done this before, you've been here before, you can make it through, just have the faith. And especially if it feels familiar, that's because it is. And you got to tune into your heart, you got to tune into your spirit, to find a way through. It's not something that's going to be done in the way that you think or assume it needs to be done, or that is how it's going to unfold, right? There's something here about having to just kind of get out of the darkness and start shedding light on the situation. Sorry, what do I want to say here? It's just, you feel like things aren't coming together somehow, and you're just like, you're there's part of you that's insistent upon these things coming in to serve you and to help you, but it's like, if you're not already channeling your energy appropriately, it's not gonna come in until the very last minute. Or maybe even a little late, you know? Sometimes that's just how it happens. And it's like, you know, you kind of left yourself with little space to make the type of improvements you want in the situation. And it's a matter of simplifying and really being able to bring things to some type of order. Maybe you feel like you're not really good at taking care of your finances, or that, hey, I'm not really a good business person, or I'm just not, you know, not made for relationships, whatever it is, you know, and you just continuously pour it into another area of your life, and then make excuses as to why, like, this isn't perfect, this isn't working out, you know. Let's see, we gotta pull some other cards. There's like a handful that want to come out. Alright, so we have Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ten of Wands again. Lots of heavy, heavy energy. A lot of growth here. There's however you move through this, it's going to create a very big beginning for you. Six of Worlds and Three of Wands. Yeah. The universe wants to offer you something, but you gotta let some things just run their course. Because whatever you're trying to control isn't going to offer you the answer, the solution to the problem that you're avoiding. Because you're really trying to separate yourself from anything that creates some type of emotional pressure. But instead it's actually building that pressure up to some degree. And there may be a little bit of hopelessness there, you know, stuff that you're hanging on to. And I just feel this sadness. Feeling like not good enough, you know, like either the things coming in are just not good enough. And you're wondering why, this effort and these things that you're doing, it's because it's misdirected. And so get intentional. Really get intentional. Because whatever is happening in the material, it's happening in your energy, in your spirit first, in your emotional body. There's a lot that you've been holding on to, a lot that you've been carrying. And there's a hope that you have that you feel like you can't take action on until it actually comes into form. But it's like, no, there are small things that you can do now in order to bring it to form, in order to carve that pathway, because you have to work in collaboration with the universe to make a path, to make that, to create that answer. You know, you put out the call, you assist in the response, right? So, yeah, I feel like I'm going to pull another card here for you. We have the Hermit card. You know, we're in Pisces season, and a lot of people say pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. I feel like there's a lot of potent symbolism in your waking and dream life that's coming through. Stuff that may feel like mysterious or ancient or otherworldly even, and you kind of have to sit with it. It's kind of frustrating when things don't make sense, you know. Things don't make sense because we're only seeing it one way, or we're not looking in the right place. We're not looking at or applying it to the right thing or situation, right? We have the Hierophant. Sorry, my computer kind of cut out there. We have the Hierophant again. So, something that you may be forgetting. There may be some type of advice that you often give and you're not taking. And it's funny, you know, people may come to you having the same problems as you do, but you're able to kind of hold their hand through it. But are you able to be there for yourself when you need that same guidance? And you have it. You have it, but you're not applying it. You know? It's like you gotta break away from the illusion that whatever you're going through is different than everyone else, right? Yeah. So, get with it. That's all I'm gonna say. So, until next time, bye.